This fight was great. Okay, so the last fight of the preliminary card, Maheshate and Borschchev. This was great because it wasn't in any way one-sided. Maheshate, he is tough. He's a good striker. He's clean. He's athletic. He performed well, but Borshchev just had too much power. He had too much pop. When he landed clean, like you could see a distinct shift in Maheshate's movement, right? He landed big bop. He hit the factory reset button multiple times throughout that fight and finally was able to secure the knockout. Round 2, 237. Borshchev is 7-3 right now. That was his UFC debut, and he did an outstanding dance for celebration. He did the thing, and he did the leg kicks, the Russian dance. I was watching the fights with my boys. Well, we all had our own screen, and because they're on their computers doing their thing, and I'm watching my fights. And my boy, my youngest, he like watches the fight with me sometimes. He's always looking over my shoulder, and he started doing the thing, the dance, and he's doing the leg kicks. And then he was like, "Hey, it's the guy from Sonic. It's the guy from Sonic 2," because there's a scene in that Sonic movie where they go to like a Russian bar and they have to dance battle somebody who's doing the Russian dance like that. I thought it was great, excellent fight, very entertaining. It'll be interesting to see what happens next for this lightweight. Good addition to the lightweight division. Got some good power. And some nice dance moves. I like that. I like it. Oh, man. Thoughts on Maheshate's weaknesses? I didn't see anything that was glaring. Okay. It wasn't like a glaring hole in his game anywhere. It was just that when they had exchanges, like, because sometimes Maheshate, he landed the shots in the exchanges, but his shots did not have anywhere near the effect that Borshchev's had. That was the thing. That was just a difference in power. I don't think it was a skill set weakness. You know what I mean? In that scenario, it's strategy, and that's serious strategy. They were both skilled guys. Okay, I didn't say like, oh, he just doesn't know how to leg kick. He just doesn't know how to throw a punch. He doesn't know how to slip. No, he knew how to do all the things he needed to do. So he was technically on the same tier, matched up well with Borshchev. He just was outpowered. So it was a strategy flaw. He should have taken the guy down. He should have tried to take him down. If not take him down, put him in the fence, tie him up, make him clinch a lot. Because when you get somebody who has that kind of power, just dynamites in his hands, when he throws a punch and then it hits, it's like boom, the guy's like head whips back and you get all the wobblies. When you fight a guy with that type of power, you have to tie him up. You have to make him miss, tie him up. And it's not necessarily a skill set thing. You know, it wasn't like a hole in his abilities. I just don't think he applied a proper game plan, which he may not have known. He might have had no idea. This is Borshchev's first UFC fight. He might not have known the type of power this guy has. You know, when I fought Daly, I know Bailey had a lot of power. So I made him miss and I clinched him up. To take away the power. And then when that power goes, the power doesn't go. The power doesn't really go. The power always stays. But when you clinch them up like that, they can't throw as quickly. They can't throw as fast. They end up laboring through the punches more, and they become much more telegraphed. Okay. So if you can tie that guy up early on in the fight, the punches become way more telegraphed later on in the fight. Okay. The power doesn't go though. So if you still get hit in the third round with the power, you're still going out. So I got to make sure I am clear on that of what I'm saying, you know.